didn't understand what was happening. All right, but consequential games in week 13. Is that what you're
yeah. So, are there any games in week 13 that are going to determine whether someone is in the winner or loser bracket?
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and assume that Dusty's going to win.
If we assume that Dustin wins, then yes, that would be you and Nick in week 13. So you are in, sitting at 7-5. The worst you could be is the 4th seed. I don't see that happening, especially if you take care of business there. If you take care of business there, then you knock Nick out of the division for sure. So that puts Justin winning the East. And then that makes Dustin's matchup with Brian consequential then. So Brian's out, no hope of getting in. But if Dustin wins and Nick loses, which means you win, then Dustin is in as the 4th seed. Nick is out, number 5 in the shit bowl.
Interesting. Well, we'll see how this week goes. Nick has a good team. We will see. All right, so next matchup, we're not going to dwell on that one too much.
I'm surprised that's all you got to say, quite honestly.
I mean,
there's you've had songs for other people, man.
Well,
He's fucking scared.
Oh, I'm absolutely terrified.
It doesn't matter for you. If you lose, then the worst case scenario for you is that
I would much rather play Nick in the playoffs than Dusty.
Then you want to lose then.
Does Dusty have his account back?
Nick in the playoffs than Dusty? I mean, let's look at those two teams.
I've swept Nick. I've split with Dusty. And yeah, with Dustin actually managing his team again, no, I don't want to see that team. So yeah, and he was active in the group chat again this week.
I saw there were a couple of messages.
He's back.
We thought that you had been gotten by the COVID or the Democrats or Republicans or the Bohemian Grove people, whoever the fuck we're running from here. We thought they got you. Glad to hear you're still around. That luscious, beautiful red hair. So yeah, I mean, Nick has Josh Allen at San Francisco, Kenyon Drake's. Looking at his lineup right here, his receivers are going to do great. His running backs look shitty. Where's his bench? Oh, show bench. Here we go. I've used this before. I mean, he's got McKissick he could put in there.
Yeah, he's got Kyler Murray.
You know, looking at his
back against the Rams.
Nick, looking at your roster, man, you don't. Whose roster is this we're looking at? Is it Nick? Yeah. You've done kind of an impressive job making it this far with that roster you have. It's not an overly impressive group of players.
Yep. You ready to move on to the next matchup?
The Browns defense.
All right. So we covered that one. Game picks before we do move on. I am going to pick in this one. I'm going to pick Nick just to, because I think, yeah, we've discussed why. Justin, you got a pick here?
I'm gonna say Moss, just because I feel like his weird juju will carry him just a little further. And also, I would love to be able to talk shit if I manage to knock him out.
You want them playoff matchup with him. All right. Josh, you taking yourself, or the final week of the year you're going to pick your opponent here?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to take myself in this one. You know? Right. Never bet against me. Never bet against me. All right.
That's not the scoreboard I wanted. That's the...
Had a bit of an audio malfunction there. Sorry about that.
We'll get tech support on this later.
Next matchup is me and Jordan. There's not a lot to say here. It's
Jordan, you're
not a
fucked.
consequential game. I'm projected to win by 22.5 points without haven't even looked at it yet. The Chiefs are playing Denver. Mahomes isn't going to play for 4 quarters. You got a chance, and Derek Carr against the Jets.
It's a good matchup.
That is a good matchup. It's a very good matchup. I think that's yeah. You got to find yourself a running back. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, I'm still taking myself here.
I'll take Jordan.
Okay.
Mitchell, Justin.
Yeah, no. I'm going with Mitchell on this one. I'm sorry, Jordan.
He would. Fucking poser.
Save the magic for the shit bowl playoffs. You and Brian are going to have a nice matchup. This is week 12, 13. Speaking of Brian and Dustin. So again, assuming that Dustin pulls the win off with the Wednesday afternoon game, this is a very consequential game for him. I don't even need to pull up the matchup. It's Dusty all the way there because now that he can get into the app again. Sorry, Brian.
Damn, listen to that shit, Brian. Mitchell's got a winning season, and now the fucking shit talking rolls.
We're talking about a repeat coming up, no winning season.
There will be no repeat because there was not a winner last year. You may repeat your appearance in the championship matchup.
That's good enough for me.
But there was no winner. Was that the last one?
Um.
So yeah,
No, Blake and Justin.
You know what?
Our picks on.
I'm probably going to take Brian in that one. I think he's going to pull through and be the best of the shitty teams.
Justin.
What you say, bud?
I don't want to say it, but past experience says I'm going to put my money on Brian.
Okay.
Oh shit!
That would knock Dustin out of the playoffs. Last matchup, Blake and Justin. Now Blake can play a bit of a spoiler for you. You're in the playoffs, but you're the 2 or you're the 4, depending on this game.
Yeah.
And for Blake, it doesn't matter. He's the 8 seed. He's going to be playing either Jordan or Brian, whoever ends up at 7, which I guess could still be Dusty too. Let's go to the standings because it all comes down to points then.
Good look.
Yeah, so it could. Yeah, 7's open for anybody. Blake could be playing Jordan, Brian, Dustin, or not Nick.
All right, so I don't really know what to think on this one. Damn it, Justin, I fucking hate to say it, but I'm pulling for you, you piece of shit. And I'm sorry, Blake. I love you, but fuck you. I picked the under again on 4.5, and I intend on being right on that pick.
So I'm putting Josh down for pick on Justin. I'll wait to go last. Who are you picking?
I'm picking myself only because I think, and I'm being generous in my evaluation of these two teams, I think overall I suck less than Blake. Like, that's what it's going to come down to.
Oh, Blake, you heard that, son? He fucking called you out.
Shit right
oh!
There. I was going to pick you, Blake, but after hearing that, I'm picking Justin to win.
Damn! Now Mitchell's fucking jumping on the bandwagon. Now Mitchell's... Well, wait, I picked against Blake, too.
Yeah, you did. That's a unanimous one there.
Yeah, sorry,
the
Blake.
only one, actually.
Sorry, Blake. I mean, he's got a couple of good matchups here. Fucking A-Rod and Aaron Jones versus Philly. Metcalf with the Giants.
I mean, Metcalf's always... that should be a lot of points. But watch that be the week that
Fuck DK Metcalf.
Tyler Lockett gets 50 points again and DK gets 4. I know, I've had that week with Lockett on my bench.
And then what do we got? Justin with the old washed up Tom Brady here.
He's on bye anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something there.
Does he
I
have?
did.
And hard word. Big Ben.
Rapist burger.
Ravens, man, fuck you.
Roethlisberger.
Did you see the story in the off season that Roethlisberger went to some Christian camp and it came out on some, it got leaked that he was having trouble with masturbation and just doing it all the fucking time. Somehow that came out and got spread around the internet.
There's a camp for that?
I think he found Jesus at this camp and then confessed how he's having problems with, chronic masturbation, which I didn't know was an issue, obviously.
Okay, that's different than going to a camp for chronic.
No, I don't think it was like
Okay,
Jerkers United. Like,
we did just finish No Nut November, right?
Yeah.
wait, what
I mean,
the fuck?
Jerkers United happened in, here.
Look, it shows the previous matchup from the last time these two teams played.
Where the fuck is that?
Right there above the overview. Look.
Shit.
That was the
Win on this side.
combined.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Like
yeah.
3 or 4 teams this week scored more points combined than the 2 of them did last time they matched up.
Yeah, so are we looking at the same type of stellar performance there, Justin?
I'm hoping.
Yeah, the shit bowl we won't get this year.
Cthulhu.
Oh, there's no real point in doing power rankings this week unless you want to. I'm thinking project the matches for the championship and shit bowl.
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Man, we can always do power rankings.
Well, let's go ahead and do one last power rankings
Okay.
and then and try and fit in a playoff show at some point.
All right.
And we're going to write down the rankings that we had discussed beforehand, just to let you know some of these are highly contested, but we're going to go with what it is for now.
Probably start where we could all agree. I think we could all put Brian at 5th, right?
Well, I think we can all put Blake at 8.
Yeah,
I
like
think we can agree there. I mean, even after scoring 188 points, though, like.
That was as much of a fucking fluke as my game was.
I don't know. That's in the last 3 weeks. We talk about my 3-week rolling average. I don't have my graphs in front of me, but he's scored over 150 2 out of those last 3 weeks.
He is the only
I know.
4-game winner in the league.
I know.
But
Could he win the first round of the playoffs and not be in the shit bowl? I think that's.
I
He's
mean,
got as good of a
could
chance
he?
of that as
Yes,
Jordan losing.
but let's look at it. When have we seen him string together back to back?
Yeah.
He got off on a good foot against Brian a couple weeks ago, stomped him into the ground, and then lost 2 in a row before he put up 190 points this week.
All right, we can all agree.
Sorry, Blake.
Blake is at 8th for our final regular season power rankings.
And then, shit, I guess poor old Jordan might be looking at number 7 spot there, huh?
Who would you make a case to be at 7 instead of him?
I mean,
Not Dustin, not Brian, and not
I
Nick, and
think
not the 3 of us here, right?
other one you could make the case for would be Brian.
Yeah. That's 5, 6, and 7, but I mean,
Which,
Jordan.
you know what?
Looking at that negative differential there, having it all
I
written
know,
out,
but
like,
there's 2 ways to look at that. With that negative differential he has, Brian's positive one, they still have the same record. Brian should get punished, I almost think, for scoring so many fucking
Well, that's
points.
why we have Brian at 6th then. I think that
seems
fair
reasonable.
enough. I was wrong about the 5. Yeah, 5 is going to be either
Dustin.
Dustin for his absent management lately, but he could.
Well, I said, yeah.
He could
Then when
rock
we
it back
consider
up.
that, it almost makes, feels like he should be penalized and pushed down to 7 or something.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
he's the one who's still in the playoff hunt though,
right.
which puts Nick
Nick.
at number 4. think Justin at number 3 then, just kind of a process of elimination there. And I think this is where it's going to get hotly contested.
I think it looks like the results are going to be me coming in at number 2. Not saying I agree with that. Not saying that I think that that's the true results.
Again, widespread power rankings fraud.
Yeah, that damn math. Them fucking numbers.
Fuck you all and your math. My feelings matter more. And then at number 1, Mitchell.
Yes, and that's where we are.
Yeah. So, while we have a group here, let's go ahead and talk about the potential punishment. So there's 2 issues here. We have a punishment due still to Blake. Blake could have 2 in a row, in which case, obviously, we really need to up the ante, and, you know.
I'm going to agree there. I mean, last year it was kind of...
Hold on a second. Justin, why don't you throw in here? You've been a, super solid contributor so far. Let's get your voice on camera. Let's go.
Alright. I guess first things first, seeing we just did the power rankings, everybody, 4th through 8th, you should all be ashamed of yourselves. Think about what's better than you. And hold that thought for next year.
I love it.
Moving on from that, we're waxing somebody, right? Is that...
It's starting to look that way.
I really like the
At this point, and then I reiterate, I'm really hoping Nick loses the shit bowl. I'm pretty sure he's got the hairiest ass.
Blake is a hairy son of a bitch.
That is true.
Yeah.
I can unfortunately personally vouch that that's a true statement.
Man, it'd take a lot of falling through the bracket to get Nick to the shit bowl. That would be...
He just has to lose week 1.
I know, that'd be just so deserving of getting waxed to have that happen. That's... And so, if it's Blake, and if it's a repeat, though, he's definitely getting waxed and getting shot with paintball guns. That's... To me, that
I
makes
think we
the most
gotta
sense.
wax, like we wax him
Like on the
before we
same
shoot
day.
him. He's
Yes.
gotta, yeah,
Yeah,
but
on
he's
the
gotta
same day. You
run
get
with
waxed and then-
irritation and chafing.
Can we find the right Asian lady
I thought you were on this.
that
Yeah.
would let us do them at the same time?
How can we keep her safe for this? How would that work?
PPE.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
No, not for the COVID, for the paintballs.
PPE.
Yeah, we get her some pads,
Yeah.
face shield.
Just have a shield. So do her thing, then duck behind the shield, and we shoot him up.
Like that could
And she pulls off another strip.
that would be the thing. Let her get him all put all the strips
All
on.
right, instead of going somewhere, we're going to need a waxer that comes to you. I'm sure
A
such a
mobile
thing exists.
waxer.
I'm sure such a thing
That's
exists.
gotta be.
If not, that's something we should maybe look at getting into.
All right, there's got to be a market for this.
That always is.
Craigslist.
Yeah, I mean, that's been talked about. The waxing's been talked about a lot. There wasn't much other ideas there.
Waterboarding.
I reiterate,
That's,
I
again,
I
music,
have
right?
access to a man who has been professionally trained by the government, and he can waterboard us.
Oh.
Like,
Really?
I really think.
Now I like it. I didn't at first, but now I do.
No, we can figure out how to waterboard each other.
why can't we get
Why
my
can't we bring
mentally
in a
troubled
specialist?
ex-army friend
What
to
is
do
the
this?
point of winning
matter.
if the winner can't waterboard the loser?
You can help.
Yeah.
Do some, but
I
it's-
think the whole winner bracket, or at least the 2 winners from the winners bracket, should both be able to waterboard. I mean, it's simulated drowning. We've seen enough movies to know how to waterboard someone. Fuck, Frank
So-
did it in a
So-
urinal. I mean,
So rather than a waterboarding expert, what I'm hearing is we need a CPR professional for backup.
no! Oh, simulated drowning.
Simulations get real, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not concerned about health and safety. It's more legal ramifications that I'm thinking about.
You remember the first year, it was when you lost the first one, I actually lost the shit bowl to me, because I didn't lose it. and it was a shot of Evan Williams Green Label for
Yeah,
every
I gave
loss
myself
in the year.
alcohol poisoning.
And not with rot gut shit too.
Yeah.
That was what made it just so awesome and awful. And then the taser was a good idea.
I was gonna say
then we ended up
the taser
tasing ourselves.
The
with
taser
it
was pointless
and
because I was so
broke it.
drunk
You
at
weren't
that.
feeling shit.
You
at
could
that
have
point
tased.
anyway.
You could have tased my balls. I
But we
wouldn't have
should
known.
bring back. Now we're
We
all like almost 10
absolutely
years older. We should bring back the bad alcohol because that's what's really going to leave a mark. I shit blood for days.
We're old
after I
now.
drank too
Yeah,
much brown
I did this back in my prime, and I was
Yeah.
fucked up for like a day and a half off of that.
Yeah.
I also had to do like fucking 20 shots. So
Yeah, it was 10. You lost 10 games. I remember that.
no, y'all stacked on like shots for like
we
the
wouldn't
other
do that
season
to
that
you.
we were
No,
playing.
You
No.
voluntarily took 10
Yeah.
shots on top of the 10 mandated.
Don't
That's
throw
more
your
like
fucking
what
pity
happened.
party at us.
We were
'cause
drinking
that's
beforehand,
how we
so-
did back then. I mean,
Yeah.
I probably took 11 shots myself that night, but that was some awful whiskey, though.
All of us but Scuderi took at least one taser hit.
Are we ever gonna just roll up on him and do something one day? I want to do that so bad.
I fantasize about it. Like I plot sometimes in my free time, just
I mean,
smash and grabs. You know.
somebody's got a van. I mean, we just.
I saw this really cool white fucking cargo van that this stoner guy was driving around today.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but he seems like the kind of guy that if we told him what was up, like offered to
help
share
this kid out.
medicine with him, he'd
Yeah.
probably help us. He'd probably
Yeah,
help us.
I mean, definitely. How much would our league dues have to be to have a league rape ban?
Oh shit! I mean, what does your average rape man run for? I'm gonna say maybe.
$800, so like $100 each.
I mean,
We could
my
do it over
cousin
2
just
years
bought one
at
from the
50 a pop.
government for like cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a line on a good rape ban.
I mean, I'll ask
We're getting
him.
off the rails again.
I like the idea of the rape van though. Just
We'll fold this into the punishment somehow.
random. Yeah, we
That's where the
randomly
waxing would
abduct
happen.
yes, it's not. The
You're
person
up-
that loses
they
doesn't know
don't
when the
know when
waxing
it's
is going to
coming.
happen. Oh
We
shit!
scoop them up, tie them
Old
down.
school style.
Asian lady waxes them, dump them out.
Have the Asian
rest of
lady
league
in
is
the
there
van,
with
just
paintball
grab 'em and
guns.
pin 'em.
Pop, pop, pop. There it is.
Pull up, throw them out, shoot. I like this. I like it a lot, actually. And if we've just waxed them, they're going to be like with little to no clothing. We need to shove them out of the van somewhere
Yeah,
public.
here's a gown. Take your bleeding genitals and go on the street, and then we shoot you with paintball guns.
Yeah.
And that would.
Justin, I'll make a bet with you right now. How about if we play in the opening round of the playoffs, loser has to shave their head.
We've already
Ooh,
cut most of
'cause
yours off.
More than
It hurts
likely,
you
y'all
more.
will be playing. Ooh.
I can't just agree to that bet anymore. I'm married.
Oh,
I like
what the
having
fuck?
sex.
What the
So what
fuck?
about hair? How important is the hair in the sex?
It's not.
I mean, I got a pretty
Come on,
funky
Sam.
looking head, man.
No, we're not. Not a valid argument. Fucking throwing that out. So, if you're not going to agree to it, it's because you're a bitch. You're not going to use that excuse.
Fine. I'm a bitch. I'm not shaving my head. I think you want an excuse to cut yours without us picking on you.
I tried to cut my own hair because I was bored.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh, that's
kinda
like suicide. If you wanted to do it, you'd have done it.
I did. That's why my hair isn't here anymore.
There's still a lot of it though. I mean,
Yeah.
Not nearly as much as there was.
It's growing out, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the ponytail.
I was gonna
Gotta
say.
do beards though, because as long as you've been growing yours, his has taken just as long for that. So.
Yeah, like I fought this took me way more work.
Somebody could get scalped. I mean, that's not fatal if
I'll tell you
it's
what.
treated right.
I'll shave my beard. You shave your head.
Wait, this went from a haircut to a shave.
I said shave.
Yeah, he said shave the head from the beginning.
Yeah, again, nah, I got a lumpy head.
Bitch.
Yeah, I don't think I would take this bet either.
Come on.
honestly.
Y'all both bitches.
I mean, I would like bet getting like you've seen it was on the ESPN, the Matthew Berry talking about this years ago, that league where the loser gets the tattoo. I would do some shit like that. I would agree to that. And having lost this league twice, like I wouldn't mind if I had two like loser tattoos.
I've
on
said
me for that.
retroactively I would get a
Go get it voluntarily. You know what? I might
Hey
go
guys,
with you.
I
would go with
I
you
suck.
if you did that.
I wouldn't go that far, but like I would get like the league name and like a win-loss bracket and tally, you know,
Yeah, 'cause
my appearances in the.
You've won a questionable championship. I've won a questionable
You
championship.
did not win a championship.
That's
My,
why I put an air
my
quote.
championship
Yeah, but
wasn't
there's no air
questionable.
At the very
quotes
least,
involved.
I
won.
shared a
You
championship.
tied. No, there was no winner. There was no championship to share. Nobody won. You both sucked
That's not
so
what
bad.
the league page says, man.
Fuck ESPN. They do not run this league. They host our league.
And only because we can't like
Oh.
code to do our own bracket page.
It's still in the works. Trailer Trash
Well, yeah, because
media is working on
we'll
it.
cover that real quick, and then we're probably going to wrap this up. But just so everyone knows, the top bracket is 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. But the bottom bracket, the shit bracket, 5 plays 6 and 7 plays 8 in week 1. So that's seeding is important because of that. So keep that in mind. Also, the matchups are 2 weeks long. As I was reminded, we don't have a bye for the first round. I mean, for the first seed. So yeah, 14 and 15 and 16 and 17. So who's Blake gonna play? Whoever's number 7. So number 7 might be the lucky spot to get out of the shit bowl. So.
Oh, you know what? It's probably going to be... Sorry, bro. It's probably going to be Blake and Jordan. Actually, no, Brian's luck, though. Brian will be in the shit bowl.
He can't. I don't. Oh, in the shit bowl, yeah. He
I
can go in
think,
as the 5 seed, and
I
be in
think
the
Brian
shit
is going to go in, lose the first matchup, and stomp Blake into the ground.
bowl. In the shit bowl.
Maybe. But Blake's had a couple of decent scoring games, and Brian has had some shitty games. So
Should
it's,
we-
I was gonna say the way it lines up, Blake should lose like the next 2 matches and then smoke whoever's in the shit bowl with him.
So all you got to do is not lose the last 2 weeks of the season to not be the loser. And I say that again as someone who's lost twice. It sounds.
I'm
easier than
thinking
it
that
is.
no one's trying to lose, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm delighted to be on this side of the bracket and to have
Right.
it locked up from last week. So
Yeah.
it's been a great year. I mean, no one's ran away with it. No one's except for Blake's kind of falling off. But
Blake has sucked the dick of the year.
take Blake out 7 teams over the 2 games of each other. Well, not anymore. You know, I'm separated from the rest of you fuckers.
Yeah, not really. I mean, by a game.
But by 1 game from you, but by 3 games from the other ones.
Yeah.
Not that aren't Blake.
Yeah. Well, better luck next year, Blake and Brian
And,
and Jordan.
better luck in the shit bowl playoffs, because one of you is something's going to happen to.
I mean, I really think it's going to be Blake. Sorry, Blake. And, who do y'all think will be his opponent? Justin.
I think it might be Brian. I do. Or rather, I hope more than I hope like many things.
This is a bitter motherfucker right here.
I mean,
Just a shade.
I like that. I also hope it's Brian, but I think it's going to be Jordan because he's had that kind of luck this year, and then we'll see if he has that kind of luck in the final matchup.
I guess if we're looking at a potential Brian-Jordan matchup in the first round, then we're going to see a competition pitting poor management versus poor luck. And we will see, you know, what wins out of those two. You guys all suck in the East. Justin's your fucking winner. Like, damn, that is sad. That is sad. Who has the point? Oh, Justin's got a big point leader, Nick, huh?
No, he's got like 12.
Well, Nick could be the division. So we'll see, depending on how.
The difference is a game. And that's assuming that they play tomorrow and that Pittsburgh puts up 7 on defense or more.
So don't get on your high horse yet, Justin.
He's got 12 points otherwise. If that game lead doesn't materialize, then it's just a 12-point lead. But, again, it should.
Alright, well, so look, Justin, go fuck yourself. You made it in the winner's side. We'll see if you get the division. Again, sorry to all our fallen comrades since we're, yeah. I think, Blake. Huh?
You gonna put in a riff for him for all the fallen?
You know what? I don't really feel like getting up again. Maybe next week.
Play
Yeah.
him a dirge.
I really think either Blake or Brian's going to eat it at the end of the year, though. Alright, so look, from us here at Trailer Trash Talk Hurricane League Fantasy Talk, we want to thank you for watching. And for Justin and Mitchell, I want to wish you all a good night and a big hearty suck my dick.